Houses are usually our biggest investment. That is especially true right now. Housing prices skyrocketed in 2021, 16.9% above the previous year, according to the National Association of Realtors. Right now, prices are still climbing. Experts at Fannie Mae predict home prices are going to go up almost 7% in 2022. Strong labor market and high inflation does mean mortgage rates are on the rise. This week, the average rate for a 30-year fixed rose to 3.69%, according to Freddie Mac. It's the highest we've seen since January 2020, meaning interest rates are back to pre-pandemic levels. Rising interest rates might slow down the hot housing market, but not completely. Inventory's low. Demand is high. Our partners around the country spoke with buyers and experts to get a sense of what house hunting is really like.
In the last year, the real estate price went up 20% for an average house, and in this year, in 2022, they're projecting the same.
The agent told us that the seller wanted $25,000 over the asking price, so we did bid over that, and we got it.
There are people lined up out the doors, people waiting on the street, like as if you were at a yard sale. And they are just, you get multiple offers, you get back-to-back showings.
Well, right now in Florida, we're in a state of housing affordability crisis.
These two troubles affect the ability to find a home, to purchase a home. So we see that there are not available homes there compared to 2019.
You can have all of this money and then somebody comes in and outbids you, and it's like your dreams are crushed again.
So where do home buyers go from here? To help us get a little smarter on the housing market and maybe some strategies for competitiveness, I'm joined by realtor Sam DeBianchi, founder of DeBianchi Real Estate and star of Bravo's $1 Million Listing Miami. Sam, for a Bravo fan, it's exciting to have you here. Inventory right now is low. Competition is high. Interest rates are climbing, and no sign it's going to get better. I know you're in real estate, but is it smart for people to maybe wait right now unless money's no object?
I mean, it's funny because a lot of people are saying and asking me that exact question, should we wait, because everything kind of looks a bit of doom and gloom. But we have to remember rates are still under 4%. So, and even if they go just above 4%, that's extremely low. I mean, years and years ago, before I was born, rates were at 12%. And I remember people thinking that was a great deal. So, it all depends on what you can afford, not what you think you can afford, not what you want to afford, but how much money you have, your job security, and if you plan on keeping this home for a while.
I have asked myself so many times, who are the all cash offerers? I mean, the $2 million homes, and it was all cash. Oh, and this one was all cash. Who? But I heard this Planet Money episode the other day, a podcast, and some brokerages now are helping people do a cash offer, and then I guess the person buying the home pays them back. So they get this leg up because they can offer all cash. Seems like people are having to get a little creative.
Sure. So all cash doesn't mean you're coming in at closing with this, wad of cash and saying, here you go, let's buy the home. It just means that it's not necessarily contingent on financing. So people get money in a variety of ways, whether it's through what you were saying before, and people are essentially getting a loan so they could pay cash, and you don't have all of those contingencies, which again, if you're doing, as we say, cash is king. So if you're doing a cash deal, you're going to be in the most competitive position. But you can also get cash deals in a variety of ways. So right now, what I'm seeing a lot of is co-ownership, especially in the millennial buying pool, which makes up over 35% of the buying pool.
Overall,
just make sure you really like these friends and you have agreements.
I was going to say,
if the friendship fails, that's all I'm going to say.
Make sure you've been friends since kindergarten, not college. Like, you need to make sure they're real friends. Overall, Sam, real estate over the next year, what do you feel like the prospects are just for people? Because I feel like I have family members right now. They're like, what do you think? I said, I don't know. So what do you think?
So I think this market, we have to see a bit of a slowdown because, again, rates are slowly creeping up. Prices are definitely continuing to go up, but the biggest issue is just the lack of inventory. So if there's nothing to buy, naturally the market has to slow down slightly. I don't think it's because, a lot of people like to compare, it's going to be the crash. And the biggest thing with the crash, back in 08, 09, was that people didn't have money. People in this market, they have the money. They just don't have the properties to buy. So I think that's the main problem. So I think that that's, where we're going to see the market is just a slight slowdown. Maybe prices won't increase, or I definitely feel prices will not increase as much as we saw last year. I mean, we were seeing double-digit increases monthly. So I think that, again, if you can't find something you love, because I have plenty of clients where they're like, Sam, I'm ready to buy, but I don't want to be in this bidding war, and I'm not that, that aggressive to be immediately pulling the trigger. And I tell them, just continue to save money, be on the sideline, but when you are ready, we do need to pull the trigger.
Sam DeBianchi, founder of DeBianchi Real Estate. I'll see you on Bravo, Sam. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.